Hello. I'll keep the intro quick because, as I can see, the average viewer retention isn't too high on these videos, which is a shame because there is a lot of value in them. And I noticed that only 25% of the people that watch them are subscribed. So if you could drop a subscribe and a like, it's always appreciated. But today I've got 8.9 R of trades to go over for these two that are profit, how to avoid losses like this, and then I'm going to go over my price action for today as well. So we'll start off with, this is the 3-minute chart. We had a 3-minute internal break. This wick doji is a 3-minute buy to sell wick. So come down, we had an imbalance. We then built up a large amount of equal highs, which is inducement for this buy to sell wick, for having a further leg down, which was an imbalance. This is still inducement, so you wouldn't look for a short from here. We then dropped down, but we failed to have a valid close, which led me to this 1-minute flip to target the week high due to there not being a proper closure below. So if I drop to the 1 minute, I'll go over this entry for you. So here we are. So this is a trade 1 to 5.4. As you can see, target was this week high, as there was no valid close. We had some nice price action here, which was sort of just ranging, but you can see it is still bullish because we're making higher lows. Then we had the break, internal break, which led us to this. Supply was the origin of that break. The supply had inducement, had a small imbalance here. It was a deeper mitigation because we'd already mitigated the zone twice. We came in, tapped the zone, closed at the zone, entry at 0% because it's only a 1-minute trade, so the 2-pip stop loss already covers 3 of the lows. So then if we were to continue down, it would just be a valid loss. This was our break even point at the break of this high. As you can see, price came up nice straight into break even after 15-18 minutes, then consolidated for a little while but didn't come anywhere near the break even, and then price rallied up, swept through these equal highs, swept through the zone, but as you can see we managed to get the short, which was a 15-minute setup. So I will jump over to the 15-minute and go over that, which this aligns nicely with DXY as well. But as you can see, where this zone created the internal break, this is also a 15-minute buy to sell wick, so your neighbouring time frames are matching, correlating, which is a really positive confluence. We swept this inducement, we filled this imbalance, and as you can see we wicked through the zone but we closed below it, which allows, that's valid entry confirmation for an entry. So 15-minute candle opens, we enter, stop loss goes 4 pips standard. As you can see, this then did have a move up into the drawdown, but not a move that took us out. We then had the TP set at the week low because we failed to break the high, so weak, this structure is now weak. We dropped down into TP, so we'll go back to the 3-minute, and as we can see, that trade hit TP. We could have targeted further because we were aligned. We could have targeted down, but we didn't. We're just being conservative within the range that we were in. And then this is where you could have a problem. So if your bias isn't aligned, then you've got these zones here which are valid because they have caused breaks of structure, but again you're going to get stuck in trades like this where you're entering and it's just ploughing through. So this one could be avoided because it's not the extreme POI, so it's already lower probability, because the extreme POI is what you really want to be utilising, or the internal protected structure, highs and lows. So you could have had an entry in this zone, most likely would have been the internal protected low entry where you closed here, bullish candle, you would have entered around here, but again you would have got taken out pretty quickly. So that one could be avoided by not trading from non-extreme POIs. And also, if you had knowledge of what the DXY was doing, you wouldn't have been interested in taking a long entry here because your bias would have been short. So if I go to the DXY, you can see from my chart here that you had, this is the correlating price action, so you're breaking, you're having lots of internal breaks to the bullish side. You then form an internal protected low, you don't close below it, so there's no close, so this is now a weak high. You know that price is likely to target that weak high, and we're also aligned with a bullish trend, so you continue bullish, and that is at the exact time where I took that short. So you also have a 15-minute weak high over here, which is an external weak high because that was the current high of the leg of bullish price action we're in. Same thing again, break, we didn't have a close below the protected low, so you're valid for longs into that weak high. So there we have it. So you could have avoided these by understanding what the DXY was doing. Then now we had Asia, which was consolidation, bullish move, or sorry, even New York, late New York, early Asia consolidation. Asia had a nice push up back into these levels. So today this is what I've got marked out, which I see there could be a trade right now. But we've basically got, we had a change of character here. Internal protected high was respected. You could have had a valid short trade from there. When you close below, you could have had an entry here, and then you would have your 4 pip stop loss, which would just about cover the zone, and you'd be targeting that weak low. So that would have been a valid setup for today that would have hit take profit. Obviously I haven't been at the charts, so I missed it, but that's valid. And we're currently coming in for what could be a continuation, so I would probably look to short from here now because we've come into my refinement. I'd have a 2 pip stop loss, and you could go from there. So that would be possibly valid for me because again it's not the extreme POI and it's internal protected high, it's not from an extreme, so not too valid, but again, or not highest probability, but again we are inside a higher time frame POI. We've had a change of character, we've respected the internal protected high, we've had 2 further breaks to the downside, we've created a short continuation model, we've entered our refinement, we haven't closed above the internal protected high, so you get a valid entry, and this would be our break-even point. So you would go break-even here, and I'd set an alert just above that, delete this alert so I don't need it, and then set an alert at the stop loss, obviously, so we know that price has hit our stop loss and that we're gonna want to reevaluate the trade. But I have entered this, so we will see, and I would probably be targeting further structure like this because we haven't closed above this internal protected high, so this creates a weak low here, so that's valid to target. It's also, we're very high in the leg, it's a very bullish leg, which is another pro for the trade. So because this is a bit of an inefficiency at the moment because you've had such a large bullish leg. As you can see, displacement, bearish, consolidation, coiling up, creating orders, and then you've had rebalancing. So again, you've had the same thing here but inverse. So you've had bullish inefficiency, consolidation, rebalancing is now going to take place in my opinion. So we will see, but could end up with a break even, but we're running in profit at the moment. We are running in profit $135 right now. So we will see. And we've had a 4 pip stop loss on this because I wanted to give it some breathing room above these two highs here. So yeah, but if you've stuck around for that, then I'm glad. And again, I do appreciate a subscribe and a like. I'd like to try and get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year, so it is much appreciated, and I'm going to keep blasting out the content. And if they're helping you, the breakdowns, then drop a comment, let me know. If you've got any questions, then also let me know. I'm pretty active in the comments. So yeah, and give the Instagram a follow, English Forex, because there's more content on there as well. But if not, have a good day and hope your trading week goes well.